Should you lift your Toyota Tacoma 6 inches? Well, in this video, I'll be showing you all the good things that I've experienced with this lifted Tacoma and all the bad things that I've experienced with this lifted Tacoma. I hope this video is somewhat helpful. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start off with the bad stuff first because honestly, there's more good than bad, so let's start off with the bad first. Okay, so if you're debating on whether to get a 4 or 6 inch lift, this is what it looks like. This is a 6 inch lift. It's a rough country. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't really like rough country, but it's not that bad. But first things first, if you're looking to lift your Tacoma, one thing that you gotta keep in mind is you're gonna have to cut your cross member. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. You see that cut right there? Well, that's something that you're gonna have to do in order to lift your truck either 4 or 6 inches. I don't think you have to do this if you lift it only 3 inches, but if you're trying to lift it 4 or 6 inches, you have to do this. Now, if you don't like the idea of cutting your frame or anything like that, then maybe a 4 or 6 inch isn't for you. I don't know if that might affect the value of the truck since you're cutting the frame. I'm not sure, but that's something to definitely keep in mind. If you're looking to lift your truck 6 or 4 inches, you're gonna have to cut the cross member. Okay, so the second bad thing that you gotta keep in mind is stability. Right now, I'm currently in sand. As you can tell right there, the traction control light comes on and then starts grinding. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that happens every time I'm in the sand. The moment I hit sand, that starts to happen. Luckily though, all I gotta do to eliminate that grinding and that light to come on, I just gotta click the traction control button off, and as soon as that turns off, then the truck it's good to go. It also does this whenever I make a turn at a certain speed, the traction control light turns on. Kind of like that. I think that has to do with the stability because I doubt a regular stock Tacoma does that. So that's pretty much all the bad things that I've experienced with this lifted Tacoma. So if you don't mind cutting your frame and if you don't mind having stability issues, then go for the 6 inch lift. Okay, so now let's talk about the good things that I've experienced with this lifted Tacoma. So the first good thing that I want to talk about is the tires. You can fit 35s with the 6 inch lift. These are the 35, 12.5, 18, Toyo Open Country, and there's no spacer on it. That's just the rim right there. Check that out, that's what it looks like. And you don't rub. It doesn't rub at all. As you can see here, there's nothing. You don't have to cut anything. It doesn't rub there and it doesn't rub there. So you can automatically just fit 35 without having to put spacers on and without it rubbing. So that's one of the good things about having a 6 inch lift. The second good thing that I want to talk about is the appearance. Just look at that. If you like lifted trucks, a 6 inch lift makes a Tacoma look sick. I think it looks great, honestly. So if you're looking to lift your truck just for appearance or just for looks, definitely get a 6 inch lift. It looks amazing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so the third thing that I want to talk about is vibrations. A lot of people online say that if you lift your Tacoma, you tend to get crazy vibrations. And honestly, I haven't experienced any crazy vibrations on the truck. It actually drives really smooth. So I'm gonna drive on this straightaway that's around the corner right here. Let's see if we can hear any vibrations. Nothing. Okay, so the only thing that I can suggest is if you do end up getting a lift kit is have it installed by a professional, because if you do it yourself or if you have a buddy who somewhat works on cars, there's a possibility that you're gonna leave something loose and then that's when you're gonna get vibrations, and you don't want that. So my advice, get it done by a professional. If you know how to work on cars, then do it yourself. Okay, so the last two things that I want to talk about, I really wouldn't consider them good things, but I also wouldn't consider them bad things. So let's just say it's neutral. So the first thing that I want to talk about is gas mileage. It's not the best, but it's not the worst either. You'd think that with bigger rims and bigger tires, it'd waste more gas, but it's not really noticeable. So you shouldn't really be too concerned about that. And the last thing that I want to talk about is performance. Let's be honest. If you own a Tacoma, you know they're underpowered. If you're concerned that by putting bigger tires and bigger wheels, it's going to make it even slower, it's really not. This truck, I can't even notice it. It feels like I'm just on regular stock wheels. So I'm heading on the freeway right now, and it feels smooth. Like, it doesn't feel like it's dragging. It feels really good. 45. It feels normal, and I don't even have the ECT power on. Like, it feels really good. It feels just like a regular stock Tacoma with regular wheels. So we talked about the good things, we talked about the bad things, and we talked about the neutral things. I hope this video is helpful to anybody out there who's looking to lift their Tacoma. If you are watching this video and you do end up lifting your Tacoma, or if you have a lifted Tacoma, or even if you have a Tacoma in general, I would love to see some pictures of it. So tag me on Instagram. I would love to see what you guys have. On my Instagram, I like to post off-road and moto content. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, follow my Instagram. I uploaded a video of me off-roading this Tacoma, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link somewhere down below. But that's pretty much it for this video. Until next time, the Gooner, Tacoma, let's end it off on the Tacoma.